In the blue corner, the challenger, the North American Boxing Federation champion. He is rated 6th in the world by the WBC. He fights out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He weighs 139 pounds. His professional record consists of 31 wins and 7 defeats. Introducing Bruce Curry. And in the red corner, the WBC Super Lightweight Champion of the world, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at an even 140 pounds. His professional record, 48 wins, 2 defeats, 2 draws, and 1 no decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to introduce the champion, Irish Leroy Haley. 12 rounds of boxing.
Referee David Pearl calls the principals to the center of the ring. Don't forget the 10-point must-scoring system. In effect, the 3 knockdown rule is waived for this championship fight. But it cannot be saved by the bell except in the final round. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, and we see some revealing things here. A big height advantage for Bruce Curry, the weight no factor, and a big reach advantage for Bruce Curry. He's taller, he's lankier, and he's hungry to take that title from Irish Leroy Haley. This is the WBC World Super Lightweight Championship just underway here, scheduled for 12. Billy Baxter and Jesse Reed, who handle Curry, are quite confident that Curry can take Haley. They believe he'll win this title. Haley wants no part of any talk like that, but he's going to have his hands full with Bruce Curry. With me, Ray Boom Boom Mancini. I'm Bob Sheridan. Glad you can be with us. Ray, the excitement is always there when there's a world title on the line.
This fight is going to be a great fight. I've said it when I first heard the fight was made. These two guys have similar styles. They're both Las Vegas residents now. Well, Leroy's a native, and I'll tell you, they know each other very well.
Curry has already tagged Haley twice with 2 good left hooks in round 1 here.
It's very important for Bruce Curry right now to establish himself in this fight. Take the initiative. And that's what he's done so far, and I tell you, it's a big mental part. Get him with a good left hook on the side of Haley's head.
Billy Baxter made a believer out of me with Roger Mayweather, and he told me that he thinks that Curry definitely can win this fight. There's no secret that Billy Baxter's a big gaffer out here in Las Vegas, and you be sure he's going to bob it to on his fighter.
Bruce Curry's got a very unusual style. I don't know how to call it, a crab style or what, but oh, good shots, good shot. But he's a hard guy to hit.
Hold it up, step back.
Again, Curry in the red trunks, Leroy Haley, Irish Leroy Haley as he likes to be called, in the white trunks with a green trim. You knew the height was going to be a factor because of the mere fact that Haley has really got to get inside and hang on, take his shots, and then move in because of the couple of inches in reach and, of course, the height advantage. Joining us now here at our commentary position, the champion, Aaron Pryor. Aaron, welcome to the telecast. Glad that you can be with us.
Thank you. It's really my pleasure to be here today. This fight means a lot to me because these champions, the champion that's defending this title is in my division, the other version of it, and I've seen these 2 fighters in past fights, and it's a very exciting fight for me to see.
Aaron, Bruce Curry coming in 31-7. I talked about Billy Baxter just before you sat down, told me there's no doubt in his mind that he can lift this title from Haley. You see it that way in the early going here?
Well, you know, the way I came into this fight, I came in with my eyes kind of blinded because I like both of the fighters, but I looked at Bruce Curry to take over the first 5 rounds, and then Haley's condition and willingness to be champion, state champion, will survive the rest of the fight. So I'm here trying to analyze my own thoughts on the fight because Bruce looked very, very strong.
Tell me this, Aaron, which one of these 2 fellas would you like least to face?
Oh, gee, I like them both. And I hope in the future to have them both. And seeing this fight today gives me more motivation to get the winner of this fight in future fight.
Very good. Aaron Pryor with me also. Boom Boom Mancini. Ray, were you surprised that Curry came on so strong in round one?
No, he's the challenger. I think he wants to establish himself in the first round. I think generally the challenger has to take the initiative in the bout. But like Aaron said, Haley's been through this a few times now, and I think he's going to take his time and start pouring it on closer to the end of the fight.
All right, so that's the expert comments from two great champions. And now here we are with another fine champion, Irish Leroy Haley, taking on Bruce Curry. And Curry came on top in round one. Leroy looks like he wants to pick the pace up in a hurry here. Ray, when you fight a taller guy and a fellow with a longer reach, how much of a problem does it become?
Well, I think Aaron can attest that it's a big problem. But, you know, guys built like ourselves have to use our strength and aggressiveness to get on the inside and bully the guys around. It's the only way you're going to beat these guys. You can't stay on the end of them.
These are guys are champions, have not had the experience that me and Boom Boom has had. And these guys are building up to where we just come from. And you'll see some of the things that we say come true during the fight. Now, that's just why I said that a fight like me and Boom Boom will show the world that boxing has more to offer than you can ever imagine.
The opportunity is on the table for Bruce Curry here in round number two. Leroy Haley does not want to allow that title to be lifted. And Curry is fighting like almost a mad dog. He wants it so bad. You can see it in his eyes. You can see the way he's going at him.
Bob, Bruce Curry's doing a dangerous thing right now. He's got his mouth wide open. If he gets hit with a good shot on the chin, it's very dangerous.
Both fighters have a tendency to let their jaw hang down. Not only what Ray's talking about, you get clipped like that and you get a broken jaw out of the deal.
Absolutely.
Bruce Curry is very slow. Haley is a lot faster than Bruce, and you can tell that as the fight goes on a little bit more. They're both now pulling the pace down. They're starting to fill themselves out a little bit more. The first round was just punches coming from everywhere. Now they're starting to settle a little bit, land good, direct, hard punches. I don't think these two can keep fighting like they're fighting. I'm going to go out on the limb and predict a knockout. One of these fighters will get knocked out during this fight. They can't continue to fight like this for the whole 15 or 12, whichever's at stake. But I got to say that 12, that's what states for the WBC. One of these fighters will get knocked out because they're fighting at a very tremendous pace. And I don't even know two fighters in the world can fight consistent like that for 12 or 15 rounds, and you're looking at them. But this is something new for me. I have to wait and see. They have to prove me wrong. But right now they're fighting awful fast, and I'm just saying somebody's going to fall.
Coming up to the closing seconds and round number two. I thought that was a better round for the champion that time. He certainly had to fend off the vicious attack in the first round. He looked much more controlled in the second round.
Well, I think Haley's corner is telling him, hey, you can't back off of this guy. And I think now he's got to hold his ground and fight the guy off.
In the corner of Leroy Haley, the champion. This is his third title defense, the title he won from Saul Manby, and then defeated Saul again. Aaron, any comment on the 12 rounds for the WBC and the 15 rounds for the WBA?
Well, I gotta say, if I was the WBC champion and with the way I fight for 15, it'd be better for me because a lot of times guys have to make up time and they need those other 3-4 rounds. So I think it's a better, I like it. But my division is WBA and I have to still prepare myself for 15. But I like it.
All right, round three in this scheduled 12-round World Super Lightweight Championship. Irish Leroy Haley in the white trunks with the green shamrock. And Bruce Curry giving him all he wants to handle tonight. 31-7 is Bruce Curry from Fort Worth, Texas. Fighting out of Las Vegas now.
There's one thing I can say about these fighters. They won't stop until somebody falls. They're going to keep continuing to go at it. The whole fight is going to be just like this. You hit me, I'm going to get you back. Both of them feeling the same way about each other.
It's cooled down just a bit. It was about 84, 85 degrees when we first started the telecast. I'd say it must be about 75, 78 degrees. Humidity's low, so it's almost ideal for fighting right now for
Oh, yeah, I feel like fighting myself tonight.
Don't fight with me.
No, Boom Boom next to me. No, but it's a real good temperature, a real good atmosphere and everything for a fight like this. Maybe that's why they fighting so good.
I'll tell you, Bob, you know, a lot of people forget that Bruce Curry was ranked as a welterweight at one time. And, you know, he fought Wilfred Benitez in the Garden in New York, dropped him 3 times, lost a very controversial decision, fought him twice, matter of fact. Oh, good shots.
Oh, he's got Haley in a bit of trouble here. He's got that killer instinct in his eye, too, hasn't he?
Yes, yeah, but you know, Leroy has always been the type of fighter that I see that I was at my stage in his career. He's always had to prove himself, and he'll keep fighting till he proves himself. That's what I like about Leroy. He got so much to prove to the world in boxing is that he can do it, and he won't give up until he proves it. I like that about him. I really love it. He's not going to give up until it's over.
I think Haley's a little stunned at the moment. His reflexes are a little slow right now.
Hold it, get out, get out.
Davey Pearl tries to separate the 2 fighters. Curry filled with confidence right now. Haley, little staggery, doesn't have that sharpness he should have. No sooner do I say that, and he comes right back with a shot.
Well, you notice every time Haley, he's even stunned with some of the shots he's getting hit with, but he still finds time to go to the body. This is what I like about him. He's thinking under pressure. And I like that because Bruce has had him under pressure since the first round. And he still finds time to throw a body shot.
Coming up to the end of round number 3. An interesting round, Boom Boom 4. Certainly Bruce Curry, that was his strongest round, no question about it.
I believe so. I believe that was a great mental round for Bruce in effect that he knows now he can hurt Leroy Haley. And he hit him with some tremendous shots. And I tell you, I think it's going to really steam up from here on. I mean, as good as it is, I think it's going to get better.
You look back at the record there, you mentioned the fact that, of course, that he fought the real tough Wilfred Benitez that we saw. We'll show you the replay in action. Watch Haley here now with the right hand. He misses with the left. Bang! He nails him with the right hand. And that was in a round where he was tagged a few times himself.
Right hand here, the left hook behind is going to knock him dead.
I noticed in between rounds that I've watched the fighters in between rounds. Bruce seems to be asking for air, and Haley seems to be really settled right now to the point where he's getting his air real fast between rounds.
All right, here we go, round number 4. You mentioned the fact that he fought, Bruce Curry fought Wilfred Benitez in New York. He also fought Adolfo Viruet. He fought Thomas Hearns. So he is no stranger to good fighters. And Ronnie Shields is a tough up-and-coming fighter, too, that he fought in St. Joe, Missouri. And so you've got to say that Curry's been in with some of the fine fighters. So he certainly deserves his title shot here, and he's trying to make the best of it.
Absolutely. His last win, he knocked out a good friend of mine from the amateur days, Tyrone Rackley, who is a terrific fighter himself.
Also, Bruce used to be my sparring partner in the Olympic trials. He sparred with me for the Olympics, so he has been around. But, you know, you got a guy like Haley in there, you just can't overlook. He is the champion. And when a champion is a champion, he's fighting for something means more than the guy experience. He's fighting to be champion of the world. That's what it means.
You two fellas possess something that is really the immeasurable quality, and that's the heart of a champion. Without that, you'll never become champion. Both of you especially, Aaron, you proved it in the fight against Alexis, where it just, both of you fought your hearts out for 50s, and boom, boom, everybody knows what you've done recently, and what a heart you have, and I know that the comeback is a big thing for you now with the bad setback with your collarbone.
Yeah. I'm very flattered by the comments, and I'll tell you, I think Aaron will test that a lot of guys have the God-given talent and so more natural ability than you can, ask for, but they don't have the heart, and they're not going anywhere. A lot of guys who have limited talent are world champions because of the heart.
There's no question that Leroy Haley has the heart, because I think the reach advantage here for Curry and the height advantage is playing on his mind a bit. He has to kind of come in, throw a series of punches, then tie his man up. He's not getting real clean shots like Curry's getting in him. They're kind of looping punches, kind of telegraph punches. But as Aaron Pryor said, there will be a knockout in this fight before it's over.
Yeah, they both started very strong, and I still go with my prediction, and I still see it to be a very good fight right now because there's no one throwing wild punches. They're a little loopy, but they're landing, and that's the main thing, is that the punches are not just going in the air, they're landing.
Haley again likes to get downstairs. He trades 2 body shots and gets down on the head in doing so. One thing I don't like, Aaron, and to Boom Boom, is the way Curry carries the right hand so low. It looks like he can be wide open for that right hand or the left hand, because he carries both hands a little bit low, to me, looking at it from the outside.
Yeah, but that's a very unorthodox style. As I said before, Bruce was my sparring partner early in my career, and with that unorthodox style, it was very hard to get to him, and it looks like you can get right in there, but sometimes when a guy tries, he comes over with that left hook over the right. So it is a very unorthodox style.
Don't forget, coming up on Friday night, it's the Crown Affair. RSVP and Don King presents the WBC Heavyweight Championship. Larry Holmes versus Terrible Tim Witherspoon. The Dunes Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada, the site. You can see it on pay television and on closed circuit locations around the country and around the world. Also, on the Crown Affair, the WBA Heavyweight Championship, Michael Dokes versus Mike Weaver. Again, from the Dunes, for the first time in history, 2 heavyweight fights coming from the same location. Pay television and closed circuit locations around the world. Don't you miss it. A great night of boxing coming up. And this is a pretty good night of boxing, too. The WBC World Super Lightweight Championship. Here we go with round number